ready to get up, Ollie?
No.
You awake?
Yeah.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Austria. We're currently on the 16th day of our epic European adventure, and we're on the Nightjet Sleeper train after departing Venice last night, and we're about to arrive in Vienna in a few minutes. But first, we'll just have some breakfast. So here's Holly's breakfast. She's got selections of hams and salamis and some yogurt. I've gone for some bread rolls with some cheese and a yogurt and orange juice. Matthew's gone for some bread rolls, some turkey slices, some Nutella and some orange juice. And this is what the room looks like, made up with the chairs instead of the bed.
Abschlüsse, beachten Sie bitte die Lautsprecherdurchsagen und die Monitore am Bahnhof. Bitte further details of your onboard connections, please consult the information screens at the station and listen out for announcements. Please be sure not to leave any luggage or valuables behind when you leave the train. We would like to say a heartfelt servus to all our passengers and look forward to welcoming you on board again very soon. Thank you for choosing the Nightjet service to make your journey.
We have arrived in Vienna.
I've never seen action here. Yeah, it's very cool here. Doing what I always do.
Got our ticket, so now we can go into Vienna. So Vienna Station has got quite a lot of luggage lockers for you to use if you're leaving your bags here while you're exploring the city. We got a taxi from the station to Albrecht's fountain, which is behind me here. And this is where we're due to start our Guru Walks free walking tour around Vienna. It's going to last about 2.5 hours and it's classed as the #1 best rated free walking tour around Vienna. So hopefully it lives up to its reputation. We'll see. We're due to meet our guide in about 20 minutes.
My full name is Alessandra because I was born in Italy once again. Obviously, I can go on for 6 hours, but I'm not going to torture you. Latest by 12:30, I'm going to send you off for lunch. Maybe we're a little bit quicker. Maybe, I was born in Italy, so sometimes I'm a little bit later. 30% is a big amount. It means that we have over 200,000 students. There is the capital of the United Nations here in Vienna. There are 23 districts in total. That is how the city is organized. Today we're going to explore district number 1. And just so you know, every district has its own vibe. So whoever you are and whoever you want to be, Vienna's fantastic because regardless where you are, you can be who you want. And if you want to find somebody or something that maybe fits into your daily mood, you just choose the perfect district for you. It is something truly unique. It is impossible to talk about everything in 2 hours. I'll still do my best. But look around you. artist from Austria, inaugurated this monument. The monument is separated into 4 parts. The very first part of the monument is behind you. You can see that there is a base made of granite stone and 2 parts on the upper side of this part of the monument, which is made of marble, white Carrara marble from Italy. This is called the Gate of Violence, and it is there to symbolize and remember all the victims that lost their life not only as in concentration camps persecuted by the Nazis, but also at the front, the soldiers that lost their lives regardless on which side. But it is impossible to speak about Vienna without talking about the imperial heritage of Vienna. There's a lot of people selling you like Imperial Vienna tours, everybody's saying Vienna imperial capital, but despite everything, we are a republic. Believe it or not. Vienna has been the capital of the Hofburg Empire, though. The Hofburg was a very, very important imperial and royal family that have ruled not only over Vienna, but over the Holy Roman Empire for hundreds of years. During the Napoleonic invasion in the 1800s. That's why it was reconstructed in a very, very, very weird look. But now take a look at the columns of the church. And now look on the left. Can you see that there are more columns? The columns are a running theme here, a running gag almost on the square. These columns that you see, the marble green columns of the bank right now, they were inspired as they were built in 1909 by the columns that you see on the opposite side. The Hero Square, I don't know if you can feel the history around you. I mean, from here you do have a panorama view over pretty much the democratic history of Austria. In front of you, the green building is where the President of the Republic works from. I've already mentioned this. It's the Parliament building, which is behind the trees. You cannot see it from here, I'm afraid. It's under reconstruction at the moment. It's covered in scaffolding. It looks like a Greek temple. It has been under reconstruction for 2 years since 2017. Not sure what's going on. And then you have that single tower over there. That single tower is actually one of 5. There are 5 beautiful new Gothic towers over there. That is the so-called Rathaus. The Rathaus is the city hall of Vienna, and that's where the mayor of Vienna works from. A Schnitzel, a meal, or a cake. Their cakes are absolutely fantastic. We are in front of one of the most important attractions in the entire country, and we are in the exact city center of town. The St. Stephen's Cathedral originated in the 1100s as a small Romanesque church, as a chapel. It was expanded in the 1200s, and then in the 1300s it was turned into a Gothic cathedral. Take a look at these walls. Surrounding the wall, you have gargoyles and monsters. They're all protecting our spirits. In the moment that we enter the church, the main entry gate is around the corner on this direction. You're going to enter from the west gate, going toward east, going towards the Holy Land. And as you do so, you're going to leave all the demons outside, and the gargoyles will fight for you. You don't have to worry. Truly hope that I was able to teach you something new and give you an overview over the city. I'm honored to go home. If you have any questions, please, I will be here for the next 10 minutes. I would like to say goodbye to each one of you and gather, hopefully, my appreciation, actually, your appreciation more than mine.
Our guide recommended that we came to this area of Vienna called Alte Donau. I think that's how you pronounce it, but I probably got it wrong. We can rent some paddle boats or motorboats and spend a few hours on the water, which after the last few days it'd be nice to just sit down and relax and just take it easy basically. So we've just got the underground U1 line, 7 stops from the Starsplatz to Alte Donau, and we could see it from the actual station window. That is a boat rental company just right in front of us here, so we'll have a look at the prices. I have no idea how much it's going to cost. So we've rented a boat. It's 29 euros per hour. It's an electric boat as well, which is great for our carbon footprint for this trip. This whole epic European adventure is all about traveling as green as we possibly can. And so renting a green boat, an e-boat, is great for what we're doing. And I think after I've had a little bit of a drive, I'm sure Matthew's going to want a bit of a drive as well.
Matthew, don't try and overtake them. Look at their boat with their tall boat.
Sure.
And now Holly's come to drive.
Okay. I do not know what I'm doing.
Well, don't go, Holly, turn left.
Fine. Look at what's happened. Which way are we going, left or right?
We're going straight.
Oh, okay. Are we going to that tower over there?
Yeah, shall we have a look what's over there?
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. I've driven the boat before. If I see we're going towards there, I'll turn.
It's pretty close. Okay, if you're wondering how to go about renting one of these boats, we basically just walked straight off the underground, went straight there. All I had to do was give my ID, so I just handed in my driving license. I didn't have to sign any forms, I didn't have to do anything else. They just printed out a receipt with a barcode on it, which I have to scan when I leave the boat to get, so they basically know how long we're on here. So it's 29 euros an hour. I think we're probably going to spend 2 hours on here if the battery lasts. Yeah, you're doing very good, Holly. We had no training how to drive it. He basically said, see there? Yeah, that's forward, pull it down to go backwards, and if you get some a blockage on the propeller, just keep going up and down, and that was it. Nothing else. And they just measured Holly and Matthew for some life jackets as well. But yeah, didn't have to sign anything at all. Nothing. They didn't even, like I said, they didn't even ask my name.
Our boat is unnecessary.
You okay up there, Matthew?
Yep. Matthew, the boat is locked. Matthew, the boat is locking. Stop.
We really enjoyed those couple of hours on the boat. It was quite relaxing, and it was nice to just take our time and mosey down the river, or the lake. I think it's a river actually, Danube. Anyway, we're going to get the underground back into the centre of the city and look for somewhere to get a nice sweet snack, like a cake or something. Even if you've just bought the ticket now, it's really important that you validate the tickets before first use, otherwise you can face quite steep fines. We've got on that Albrechtsbrunnen there, and we're going to get on all the way along Albrechtsbrunnen there. I think we'll go in here for some cakes. Matthew has got himself some chocolate cake.
What's chocolate cream?
Holly has got herself a raspberry tart. And I have gone for a wild berry chocolate cake.
No.
And Matthew is stealing Holly's raspberries. We've just spent about an hour and a half touring around the Albertina art gallery. So a lot of famous works by Monet, Cézanne, Renoir and Andy Warhol. One of Matthew's favourite artists is Andy Warhol.
Huh?
One of your favourite artists is Andy Warhol, isn't it?
My favourite's Peter Falk.
Peter who?
Falk.
Peter Paul. Okay. Matthew's a very connoisseur artist. And he's a very good artist as well for his age. But yeah, it cost $17.20 for me to go in, and because Matthew and Holly were children, it was free for them. But yeah, it was a good way to spend a couple of hours, well, an hour and a half, looking around, looking at some artworks. There was a few sculptures in there as well, and on the first floor It looked like some staterooms from the Habsburg dynasty that were here as well. But yeah, all in all, I'd recommend going around there. So what have you got, Mikey?
A pork schnitzel
Pork,
and a lemon.
Ollie, what have you got?
chicken strips.
So we were just about to catch the underground train back to the main train station to get our sleeper train tonight, and we saw this in the distance, so we thought we'd just come and have a little look at it. And it is called what, Matthew?
Cow's shirt.
So
Something like that.
So Cal's Church. I'm not sure where it is. There's no information outside there, but there's a lot of people just sitting, having picnics and relaxing outside.
I'm sorry to send you a video.
Yeah.
But, when are we going to get our 2 big bags?
Well, we're going to go back to the train station now and get our bags from the lockers, and then we'll be on our main train later.
Oh, he's great.
Yes. We've taken a tram back from the centre of Vienna to Vienna's main train station. Hey, how do you pronounce it, Matthew? Hofburg, I think.
Something like that.
Hofburg?
Oh, this is over.
Yes, that's what I was looking at. I still can't say it properly.
I can speak some German.
Yeah.
This German lesson.
Our sleeper train is in about an hour and 40 minutes, so we've just found an empty platform to sit down and rest for a while. So today's sleeper train from Vienna to Krakow is not a deluxe one, so just a basic one, so just 3 beds in a room and hopefully a sink. But it's also a lot shorter as well. We're due to get into Krakow tomorrow morning at 5:45, so that's going to be a very, very early morning.
It should have gone slower.
Yeah, they need to go slower so we can have a lie-in. And then when we're in Krakow, we're going to do 2 tours. First one is going to be Auschwitz Museum, and then the second one is going to be the salt mines. And then we're going to get another sleeper train, which is going to take us all the way to Prague. Like I said, we're in Vienna station at the moment. An hour and 40 minutes to go, so we're just relaxing because we're all pretty tired. So we had a sleeper train last night, and we're having a sleeper train this night.
Like I'm tired.
And we're having a sleeper train tomorrow night. So we've got a lot of sleeper trains and no hotels. But we're still enjoying ourselves, aren't we?
Yeah.
It's been really fun so far. Really fun. On day 16 of our epic European adventure. Using only trains, ferries, buses, trams now. And I think that's it. No airplanes at all.
Taxis.
Oh, and taxis. Yeah, I said ferries. So ferries, trains, trams, taxis.
Mostly trains though.
Oh, Ubers. And today, obviously, we had our own little motorboat as well.
Oh, yeah.
An electric motorboat as well, so even better. Okay, we will see you later when we're boarding the sleeper train. Bye. I keep forgetting that we've got first class Interrail tickets, so we can come into the first class lounges in the stations. We probably missed quite a few of these, so we're at the OBB first class lounge in Vienna station. Got a nice selection of drinks, cereals and some pastries.
Eating
And Holly is having some peach.
Yeah, I'm having a peach.
I'm having some Coke and Matthew's having hot chocolate. And we've got another, how long? Another 50 minutes before our train departs. It's still not on the board yet because there's so many trains coming from Vienna, departing from Vienna station. We're not even on the board. But we'll keep an eye out, and when we do, we'll go and get downstairs, get our bags, and then go to the platform. Cheers.
Pastries.
Yeah, pastries.
Yeah, it's a sausage roll or something. No, it looks disgusting.
And this is the view from the lounge. Are you ready for the train?
Yeah, I'm ready to go to sleep.
Yeah.
This is our sleeper train from Vienna to Krakow with bunks 56, 54 and 52. It's a standard sleeper, it's not like deluxe, so we don't have a bathroom in this one. So we have 3 beds. 1, 2, 3. We have another seat there if we need to, and I guess that's the adjoining door if we're sharing with a family next door, but we're not. We have a minibar with drinks and chocolates. That's a nice surprise. An orange juice. We have a wardrobe, so we can store one of the bags in there and some clothes. They have given us, what's this? Midnight snack. So that feels like sandwiches, some cheese.
I'm guessing it's the same.
I'd imagine it would be. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that underneath here will be a sink. There we go. We have a sink, we'll have a wash.
Let's be watching.
And that's a quick tour of our room. There's Matthew, there's Holly, and there's the open empty bunk at the top, which is where Matthew would sleep.
No stove.
Let's just turn off. There we go. And we're off. Krakow, here we come. We've made it onto our sleeper train. It's 10:15 at night. The train's due to arrive in Krakow at 5:46. So we don't have much sleep tonight. So we're gonna say goodbye now. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. And here's Holly with a special message.
If you like this video, please remember to like, subscribe and hit the notification button. Bye!
Bye! Next time on Travelshorts Epic European Adventure.